Everybody. I kind of want to give you a quick rundown on my experience with eBay, my history with eBay. As you can see on the screen, eBay started September 3rd, 1995. Pierre Omidyar, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but Pierre started the company as a place to buy, sell, and trade Pez dispensers for collectors. It grew. It grew very fast. Um, I have been a member of eBay since 1997. Actually, since, I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if I can show you. But February 1st, 1997. So I've been a member of eBay on that account for over 21 years. Almost since the very beginning. I've seen eBay go from a place where collectors and antique dealers and people who dealt in collectibles had a field day of selling things to a place today where it's mostly new items. The antique dealers and collectible dealers, most of them have been kind of run off the site and have gone to Etsy or Ruby Lane or Facebook, even other places. It's changed a lot, but one thing that hasn't changed is eBay's desire to make money. So let me tell you what I think is happening right now with eBay. Okay, a lot of people have various opinions. My opinion is that it's all about their investors. They want to keep their buyers happy, or they don't have a site. They have, for years, decades, literally, not really, not really cared about their sellers. A lot of times, they're one of the few sites that actually is so cavalier towards sellers that they've lost thousands, tens of thousands of sellers to other platforms. That's why other platforms are succeeding, like Etsy and like Ruby Lane and even like Craigslist. A lot of eBay sellers just were tired of it and decided not to put up with it anymore. eBay now is at a point where they have to make their investors money. They have to make more money, have bigger quarters, have a big fourth quarter. The reason why you see some of the new features of eBay towards sellers are because of that. Now, if you have high item not described or problems with buyers, if buyers have a problem with you, you go to either below standard or you can go to below standard in a category. I think, regardless, if you're very high dissatisfaction rate among your buyers in any category, eBay will raise your fees 4%. Raising fees 4% is almost a 50% hike for eBay's profit. It's the final value fee. So when an item sells, eBay gets almost 50% more profit. Another thing you see now is the promoted listings. eBay's algorithms, I believe, are set up to where it's always been the lowest price or the best seller. Okay, the best seller with the best reputation. Now, also, what they have is you have to not only be an excellent seller, you have to not only have the lowest price, but then you have to pay to promote your listings, because if you don't pay to promote your listings, and so many other sellers are, you're missing out. It doesn't matter if you have the lowest price. It doesn't matter if you have the best selling item. eBay wants more money from you. So let's say you promote your listings, the minimum is 1%. The highest I've seen is about 10%. So let's say you promote your listings at 5%. Okay. You promote your listings at 5%. eBay now, if if a buyer clicks on an item and buys it off the promoted listing, they're making over 50% more on that item than they would have just for the final value fee. The final value fee is around 9% on items on eBay. Some categories it's actually less. So if you pay 5% to promote your listings, eBay is making over 50% more off of you. If you pay for very high dissatisfaction rates, that's another 4%. Now eBay is also getting into the payment platform. PayPal and eBay split, and PayPal was the go-to for every payment. eBay made you pay with PayPal. Back in the old days, you could send someone a money order, and that was fine, or pay with your credit card over the phone. But eBay kind of crammed PayPal down everybody's throat, so now PayPal is a household name. Now eBay and PayPal have split, and eBay says, wait, that's more revenue we could get. So what they're doing essentially is they're going to get rid of PayPal for a while. So at least this is what I've heard. They're going to get rid of PayPal for a while from their sellers. You aren't going to be able to collect PayPal, which is going to... People are creatures of habit. So if they buy on eBay and they, for a while, 6 months, don't have to pay with PayPal, they get used to not paying with PayPal, and a lot of them will not go back. So that ups eBay's revenue. So normally you pay about 3% for a credit card processing fee. Okay, so eBay's final value fee is 9% or so. Let's say you're a below standard seller. That's another 4%. Let's say you have very high dissatisfaction ratings in some categories. I believe that's another 4% on top of the below standard seller 4%. Let's say you want to promote your listings at 5%, which you could go higher. That's another 5%. Now, let's say you're using eBay as your payment gateway. That's another 3%. So technically, let's add all this up. 9%, 4%, 4%, that's 17%, plus 5% for promoted. That's 22%, plus 3% for the payment platform. You can end up paying eBay 25% of your listings. Let that sink in. 25%. That means for every $100 you sell on eBay, you could be paying them $25 or more if you promote your listings for more than 5%. 25%. eBay's changing to give you something to bounce that off of or consider. Amazon's 15%, and that includes the payment. That includes payment gateway. 15%. So why is eBay doing this? I think that they're just trying to get you to add more, take out the middleman more and more. I have no idea, but the bottom line is we could be paying 25% or more to eBay in the future. Think about that. Let that sink in. And Amazon is 15%. eBay is a greedy company. They've always been a greedy company. They've always been about their sellers. But why so much now over the past probably year or two? Why so much? It makes you wonder if the company is failing, if they're having problems. Who knows? You can leave your opinions. I'd love to hear them.